Guess what, guys? We have even more goodies today. Another day, another week. Thank you, Yeslak. So this time Yeslak is the channel sponsor, or this video sponsor. I reached out to Yeslak because for the Model X in Australia, we only received them or had them from roughly 2016 to late 2020. It is extremely difficult to find accessories and mats and stuff for this car. So Yeslak kindly enough, I'll just show you guys actually. They kindly enough sent me a bunch of stuff. I presume mats and whatnot. So I'm going to pull these out and I'll show you guys, install them and see how good the fitment is. And if you guys want to grab some yourself, any Model X owners, between those years of 2016 to 2020 or the previous generation, you guys can grab it too. I've got a discount code for you as well, obviously using code word ZAPPED, and it's a pretty good discount too. So let's get straight into it. So I may need to potentially put this down as I pull them out. Actually, I'll do one better. Let me take these all out first and then I'll show you what we've got. Alright, so what they've sent me is a couple of mats, which is actually the important mats for storage in your boot and also in your frunk. So this one here is obviously for the lower compartment. Now, let me show you guys in the sun. So this is, I guess, a hard plastic type material. I personally think this is the all-weather type material, which is the best that you can get because of two things. One, it's not carpet, and two, it's super easy to clean. So you can throw the vacuum cleaner onto it very easily, and you can also just take it out and dust it. Now I'm doing all of this with one hand, so it may seem a little bit harder, but it is actually fairly easy. Alright, and you can see that it fits the mold of the vehicle precisely to whatever you need. So that's it there, top to bottom. It is 100% perfect fitment around the edges. There's no gaps at all. Love it. Alright, so I'm going to put this back in here. And then I'll put my other stuff back in here. And then we've got the next one to put right here. So let me get that. Right. So this is the normal boot tray. Now, my car here is a 7-seater model. And so here is the boot tray. Model X, I don't know what the H stands for. There's no Highland Model X, but let's check fitment. So for the most part, I think I'll most likely have these 7 seats up in use. So let's see how it is in terms of the fitment. So that is pretty much it. So you guys can decide for yourselves. I think it's a pretty snug fitment coming all the way around. This here obviously sticks out because it was bent in the box for a while, but I think over time that'll be okay. And this bit here you can lift obviously to access the bottom latch. So hold it back. That's how it looks like. How could you call it complete if you didn't have a frunk mat? So this is how the frunk mat the frunk looks like without a mat. This is the frunk mat or tray itself. Now I better get this out of the way first. So that's the fitment there. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a great fit or not a great fit? feels like it's all aligned. So let me pull the camera back and I'll show you guys. You guys can decide for yourself. My initial view is I feel like that all fits okay. So there you have it. Alright, so we've installed all the mats. Now we've got a bunch of sunshades. So this one's quite heavy, so I presume it's for all around the car. This one here, let's start off with the easier one, or the smaller one. So, looks like front windscreen sunshade. Now mind you, it's pretty windy here today, so silver and black. So I'm gonna put that up now and I'll show you guys how it looks like. Alright, so this is the Yeslak Model X sunshade for the top. Now you can see down the bottom over there, it's pretty much fully along the edges, so that bit's covered. This bit over here is, I'd say, covering a good 95-99%. Other side there is a little bit of a gap, and then the only one thing is if I pull this sunshade here, so the sun visor in, I can't clip it because it's magnetic, but it does cover a bit further up, so we'll have to see how that goes along with the other shade. But that's the cover at the moment. It's definitely a bigger size and it does cover a fair bit, and I can definitely feel heat come through. It's pretty warm here, so it's definitely doing job, and this is still, I guess, a bit cool compared to this bit here. Right. So in terms of the shades, the really cool thing about the Yeslak ones are they actually include a separate insert. So this is it installed. Now I haven't used any clips. There are clips, so that's obviously the window. These literally just sit inside. The only call out is with no clips, if I put the window down, you could actually lose it. So I would not recommend against leaving it out there, because you can see out there, there's clearly a gap. So you're gonna have to put that window up and that. And then the other great thing is that you've got it here as well. So obviously not going to be as hot for you guys here. And then if you guys want to put on the insert, I'm gonna have to put this down, so I'll just fast forward to the point where I've got it installed and I'll show you guys. So this is the finished product. So it took me like 30 seconds to strap these all around. It's just these Velcro bits up here that you can see. So you stick that all around, and then let's put the camera down here and we'll face the camera up, and then hopefully it's just another simple insert back in. And so when you have it like this, it is a total blackout shade. So there you go. There's no light that's coming through it at all. That little bit here, that's just a reflection, but it's a total blackout shade. So compare that one to this side over here. So you guys have options. If you want total blackout, that's the one to go. If you don't care, then that's the one you go. What do you guys think? Let's say from the front, this is what the front windscreen shade looks like. And then I'll show you guys above on this side. So this is with the silver bit on. You can't really see anything. And this is with the sunshade on. You can vaguely or barely see it through there. Alright, so we've also just installed the rear glass one. Now I've also got the same silver lining shade that we can put on, so it's a total blockout, but I guess for safety driving purposes it's not something I am interested in. I am actually going to get in the car and I'll show you guys how it looks in the rear vision though, so let's jump in and see what that one looks like. Alright, so realistically, if I hold the camera there, maybe I'll hold it back. So hopefully I'll be able to zoom into that for you guys, or hopefully you guys can see. There it is. So basically, even though it's not a full blockout or blackout blind and it's just a black mesh, I actually can't see through it at all. So if you want to block out heat, then use this for total black. But if you want to block out, I guess, just most of it, then that'll do too. And guys, here is the last one. So look at that. So I'll show you guys from the side. Now mind you, I haven't used any clips. I'll show you guys the clips in a moment that you guys can use. But in terms of fitment, it probably covers, I guess, 99%. You've got a little gap over here. You know, realistically, you're not going to feel that because this is what matters to you, this bit here. You can see the sun's shining directly through here. So that's a bit that matters. And again, you've also got the full blockout shade as well, if that's what you want to use, to block out even more heat. So it's great that they have those options, and the clips realistically you're potentially going to use to clip somewhere here. But I'll get the clips to show you, and let me step out of the car so I can actually show you guys what it looks like here. So there you go. You can see night and day difference between both, and that's not even using the blockout shade. And then it's the same for this one here. We have used the blockout shade because we want kids to stay cool, and I haven't used blockout shades yet on this side. Alright, so here are the clips that you guys are supplied with. So 4 of these ones here. You've got like 8 of them here, and then we've got another bunch like these over here. So presume because we've got pretty good fitment on these ones, these clips are probably for the one in the boot and then the one up here. So you guys can install them, get that perfect fitment. But even without, you can see that it does look pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put this one up here. I'll leave that one there, and then might give the clips a go a bit later today. So guys, there you have it. That's the first bunch of sunshades and whatnot for our Model X. A big thank you again to Yeslak for sponsoring this video and giving me all of these sunshades. As you can see, I can confirm fitment is pretty much like 99%. There was the minor little gap, as you guys could see, for pretty much most of them, except the front sunshade. It did obviously protrude a bit more, so it's bigger than what it is in terms of having the windscreen visor come across. Either way, there's more protection there, so it will be an overlap of protection in the worst case. And yeah, it's great that you've got choices to add on the reflective cloth, because I like that, especially because sometimes you just want to be able to see through the glass, and sometimes, you know, if kids are sleeping or anyone's in the back and you really want to cool down the car, or you want to make sure that if you're on a long road trip, it is dark and everything, that you can use that blockout shade. So yeah, thanks again Yeslak. Put a discount code over the video overlay for a pretty good decent discount if you guys want to pick up something yourself. Now it's not limited to just these sunshades. You guys can use the discount code for anything off in the store. So again, if you watched all of this, appreciate you guys as always. Take care, and I'll see you soon for more content.